Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy X-Ray. Today for you guys, going to be just pretty much talking and just giving my general thoughts and impressions of the game, since we are now finally on the grand launch side of things. And I do have about 60 to 70 hours in the game. I haven't checked, but it should be over 60 for sure. And yeah, I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on the game. I'm pretty much done with everything at this point in time. I got pretty much most of the side quests and stuff done, and really I'm just working on running around and grabbing all of the chests and just kind of doing that at a slow pace so I don't burn myself out or complete literally everything and then I'm just like somewhere in the corner farming something or something like that. It might end up that way anyway, because I'm currently chilling right now. I don't have too much to do. Got a little quest right here to do, but for the most part everything is done in terms of like story wise, map progression, and I'm just trying to get my characters leveled up. So you guys can see down at the bottom I got 134,000 HP. This is the team. This is the team that I'm currently using right now. As you guys can clearly see, Meliodas and Jericho are my most two used characters, with Diane and Gilla being here for kind of just being there, honestly, for power. I'm going to eventually turn Diane into more of my support character, and then I'm going to end up rotating Gilla off once I get somebody that I feel like is worthy of that slot. I do have a decent amount of characters in total, but I just don't know who I want to use, and I'm only missing two SSRs in the game as of right now, which is Manny and Elaine, which I really do want on Elaine because I feel like Elaine would have been a little bit better of a support character than Diane. More or less Diane is supposed to be like a DPS kind of character, but I'm going to probably use her mostly on the support side of things, just because I feel like it's going to be better overall for the team, and she provides a little bit more power. And then later in the game I'll be able to use her for different things for Earth teams and whatnot. Like I said, Jericho is my second highest with 10,000 attack. I'm working on her. I did manage to get her this skin right here, the armor set for this. So I do have this. It allows you to pretty much build the burst gauge up, which I'm pretty sure if you're running Meliodas and you have Jericho, you're probably going to try to build this. Right now I do not have the best of weapons, nor are they leveled up on her, which will get better probably tomorrow. I could probably do all of this in one go, but as of right now I'm kind of out of stamina, so I just gotta deal with what I gotta deal with. I should be able to make the dual swords as well tomorrow. I am in the process of getting, I believe I just need the blue fragment things, which I get those, and then I need to get the little tablets to make the page for the SSR weapon. So once I get those two, I'm pretty much good to go in getting her the dual wield weapons that Meliodas has here, and then we'll have that on her as well. So that way she'll get a little bit extra buff from having 3 SSR weapons on, and then I'll be doing the showcase on her very, very soon, and just kind of like really putting it in on her, you know what I'm saying, like that, pause, you know what I'm saying, but she thick as hell though. I had to say it though. Yeah, I couldn't go through this and not say something about that. But yeah, that is the most majority of my team and what my account is looking like. I do not really put too many resources into anybody else. I've been funneling hard on melee. My melee is what does it say? 20k attack, so in 20k power in general. He's the bulk of my team alongside Jericho. So yeah, it's been a pretty interesting time. Of course there were a lot of bugs and stuff, which I'm assuming that's why they kind of did like an early access launch for PC and PlayStation, seeing that those are probably going to be the main place that people play this like heavily. I'm pretty sure you were expecting to see stuff happen when you're on mobile for certain games. Obviously you don't want it to happen, but if you're a mobile player, you're probably just going to be like, okay, let me just deal with whatever bug pops up and then going about my day. You're probably not going to be thinking too much about it. If it happens, you're probably think of it, oh, it's just a mobile game or whatever. But for those of you who are playing on console and PC, I definitely see that they did need to fix a lot of stuff. And so far, since they've done this last maintenance recently, the game actually has been moving relatively decent for me. I still have like a few stutters and stuff like that, and then I'm still having issues with getting in onto co-op games. Well, with other people, I'll usually have to join like twice or something like that, or it'll like disconnect me and say I need to reconnect, and then I can go back, find the team again, and then join that way. That's what I've really been doing for the most part. So, um, it's been a really fun game so far. I'm a Silly W Fins Fins Silly W Sins enjoyer, if I do say so myself. And I really did think I was gonna get blessed with melee, but I ended up getting blessed with melee kind of early on. So what I ended up doing was just kind of sticking with it. And the reason why I ended up just sticking with it is just because I was like, you know what? Might as well see if we can get this man max stars and see what he's looking like. And I forgot I ain't got no stamina. I don't need to why I clicked that. But yeah, max might as well see what he got for in terms of max stars and see what he's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm at first, I can say, like without a doubt, um, the combat was really stiff for me. I really wasn't liking this combat like that. And as I played the game, I've gotten a little bit more into it. You would think that you've only tied to like a basic attack that literally repeats itself. You would think that you would get tired of singing something like this, or you would think that it would be a little bit more flair. But once you start doing like the matchups and then the bursts and stuff like that for all of the characters, and then having the characters come out in combo and then buff each other, it makes sense on how the game is played. And it's not like Genshin or Wuthering Waves where once you go into co-op, you're kind of locked out of using your entire team. On here, you got your whole team with you the entire time. So I really like that. The co-op aspect of the game overall in general is probably what brought a lot of people to the game and just like made it different from other games like this. I know Wuthering Waves has a decent co-op, but there isn't nothing to do together. And I have no idea why games don't understand that. Especially if you're going to run a live service game that's like heavy off story, you don't have to have it be like the best raid system from Destiny or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it to be the case. What you need is you need the game to have players on it and actually have interest in wanting to do stuff. I don't mind playing Wuthering Waves, but every time I play Wuthering Waves, I'm on there for a little bit and then I'm gone. Literally, I'm gone. So I've never been like, let me lock in on Wuthering Waves. But on this game, I feel like I have a need to lock in, a need to power up, a need to grow. And then as well as the game coming out now, and it's like everybody's in here together. It's kind of like an MMO in the sense that where you got that initial community burst at the beginning of the game's life cycle, where everybody's on here, everybody's experimenting with stuff, everybody's trying to get stuff done and whatnot. And you just feel like you're just a part of the community. Even if you're not playing with people, you constantly see parties, constantly see people farming the same things over and over again. And hopefully they can keep up with the content and make it as engaging as possible. I'm assuming they will be. They did a decent job with Grand Cross, so I have no doubt that they can. I've also seen some of the stuff that they did for the solo leveling game, which I honestly haven't played myself, but I've seen a lot of stuff for it and the improvements and stuff like that that they did for the game. So I can definitely see this game going a very, very long way and actually keeping a really big audience in terms of like the type of game that it's trying to be, as of being like a Genshin clone, like that type of vein of games. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, that's pretty much it for all of that. Um, Characters wise, impressed for most of the characters. Most of the characters seem to be somewhat useful. It isn't a character that I feel like is trash or a weapon that is not playable. I feel like if you really want to, you can really build into certain characters or weapon styles if you want to. If you like hand-to-hand combat, you want to run Diane with hands, then you can do that. If you don't, then you can try it with the axe, or if you can try it with the nunchucks. It's just up to you how you feel. I think every single weapon can be somewhat viable as long as you're building towards that weapon strengths and you're not trying to do like DPS on a damage, DPS on a healing weapon or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make too much sense. So that's just my basic preview of the game so far. Let me know down in the comments how y'all feeling about the game and where do you guys think the game should go? Also, let me know down in the comments when do you what sin are you waiting for, and when do you think they're going to come out? Because they're pretty much all in the game's files already. Like we've already confirmed they're in the game's files, and that people can will be expecting those throughout the rest of this year. We should get all the rest of the sins before the end of the year. I can see them doing that. Maybe the 6-month anniversary will be something really nice. I'm not really sure. Also did see that they had Elizabeth was also in the files as well. I'm not gonna be able to get back in there to get my burst back on. It's unfortunate. But yeah, Elizabeth's in the files. She'll probably be a decent healer as well as a holy support. I heard Escanor is supposed to be holy as well. So, I mean, it all makes sense based on what the characters are and stuff like that. So, anime's old as hell at this point. So, people should know where they getting this stuff from. And yeah, Great Demon is dead here. Nice little ultimate to finish them all. He gonna do a little. Oh, I didn't finish them all. Okay, cool. I thought. All right. Well, he's going now. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezer. But yeah, let me know how y'all been enjoying the game so far. I've been enjoying it a lot, and let me know how much power you have. Other than that, it's been your boy X-Ray. See you.